So I see that bum over there trying to panhandle. How you gonna like honestly, like every single day. Hold on, I'm gonna go down here so that other people don't have to hear. Hold on. Excuse me, baby. This is pathetic. Every single day, every day. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You keep trying to use my content and just attack me through the internet bomb. You always cry later. Like every day you're miserable. I've had a good day, bomb. I done already scheduled a couple of readings today, bomb. What you doing? While you live trying to panhandle in my name using my grandmother's name. See, this is the reason why you have death and sickness and destruction in your family. This is the reason why. Later on tonight, I'll be doing my readings while you over there crying because you don't have enough money, because you don't have no talent. Why would you bring your talentless ass to YouTube? That makes no sense to me. But whatever, you lost. What the hell kind of bug is that? So, you just stupid. You just stupid. And you keep saying I'm homeless. I live in my family's home, stupid. Number one. Number two, you ain't never had a place of your own. Like, and the crazy part about it is that I don't even be coming at you. Like, you be trying to come towards me. And you know why you be trying to come towards me? I have no idea because I'm the most dangerous fucking person for you to fuck with. But you keep talking shit to me and not responding to people in that fucking sector, people that are coming at you. I'm not in your sector, silly. You just stupid. You can't even comprehend that. And we all know what you do. Let me ask you a question. Are you going to be able to afford to buy all of your children a Christmas gift before this year is out? We already know you're going to miss the mark on Christmas. We already know that. But are you at least going to be able to do it through the new year? No, the shit that you do is never going to be able to afford shit. And you know what, Bomb? Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You care. Let me guess. I casted a magical spell to bring Jarvis back so that he can roast you. Oh, let me guess. You're going to take all of your negative karma that belongs to you and you're going to put it on me. You know what? You need to get over it, the fact that you just ain't gonna never have shit in life. Because when y'all see me in that lake house, it's gonna give you a fucking heart attack. You're gonna stroke out. And then you know what you'll do in a few days? You'll say, I ain't said nothing to you. This is like, so we all know you're mentally ill and got goddamn dementia. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy is that you sit around on the internet trying to do harm to people, and all that it has done has harmed you. Do you know that during the time that my mother passed away, I want to bring this up. During the time that my mother passed away, I was so distraught over my mother and at the same time dealing with that monkey trying to hold me hostage in Georgia that it was like at the time it was an impossibility for me to come home because I could have came home in 2021 and just took over my mother's mortgage and went ahead and got her house. You literally was living in your deceased mother's house and you lost it. How do you live in your deceased mother's house and lose it? So that lets you know, because if I could have got home during that time, at the time I was not mentally, physically capable of doing that, but you were, but you failed. Do you know how much of a blessing that was? And see, that lets you know that you're hopeless. I would still be living in my mother's house if I would have went ahead and came home 4 years ago. But that ain't, for me, I don't sit and deal with regret. And so you are so weak and flimsy that even though that experience happened to you, you cannot pick yourself up and keep going. And you allow niggas in the black sector to fuck you over. That's what y'all all do. That's why eventually it's going to come a time when we know that Mike is going to lose everything. He talks about it every single day. That's all he talks about is disparaging, destructive things because he's losing now. How do you come to social media and get lost like that? And then you keep trying to involve me. I don't have nothing to do with your little struggle you got over there with black women and all that dumb shit, all that. You trying to be Tommy and shit. You trying to be Tommy. That don't have nothing to do with me. What the fuck they got to do with my cat? What they got to do? Like y'all are weird. And then y'all be like, I'm winning. No, as long as you continuously trespass on others, you're going to always lose consistently every single day. Shit is stupid. And you have no hope every single day. Do you think that you could ever, like, bomb, even if you came and stood in my face, you wouldn't be able to touch me? So you got a fantasy in your mind that you can use the internet to ruin people's lives, but you ruined your own. That was literally your intention. All of y'all in that sector, for some reason, it's weird. It's and you keep failing. You fail at everything that you do. I've never seen, I've never known somebody that fails. How the fuck do you fail at being a failure? You know how you fail at being a failure? The simple truth is that I didn't know that this even existed until I ran across people like you. You are the true example and epitome of a person that probably should have just not came in to this world. You can't get it. And then in a couple of days you'll see, you'll bring up 2000, I'm sorry, you'll bring up 1,000-year-old slavery. You'll say the white man did this to me. This is exactly what you're going to do. You're going to do everything that's going to cause you failure. You're going to do everything that's going to cause you to get fucked up. And then you're going to come back and say that the white man made you do it. And stop acting like you know me. If you really knew who the fuck I was, Bomb, you'd be scared. You'd be very afraid to even do what you're doing because you've been doing it for too long. You have. You've been stalking me on the internet for way too long. And you know what? You gonna get it in, huh? You gonna get it in until you implode. And then you'll come on here and plead to me. I didn't do anything. What? How about this? Do you ever have the ability to just leave people the fuck alone that don't have anything nor want anything to do with you? The shit is very weird and odd behavior when you run into an actual literal fucking parasite. The shit is weird. Anyway, that's all I have time for. Okay. And I would say have fun with that, but you're not having fun. You're not. Like literally the cat has been out of the bag, Bomb. You're just miserable every fucking day. And then you blame me for your problems. Well, you're gonna continue to have fucking problems. And what are you gonna do whenever that lady puts you out? It seemed like to me you be worried about the wrong shit. You be worried about the wrong shit. And that shit gonna get you fucked up because you and that girl over there ain't got no power. I can promise you that. Y'all thought y'all was a power bum couple. You're not. You're not. In fact, I got both of y'all by y'all balls because you did dox me. You did. That's considered to be doxing. Anyway, that's all I got time for. Yeah, Bomb, I just wanted to reiterate to you that you're worthless and you have no purpose on this earth, just like a roach. Okay, don't you ever think anything else because that's what you are. Because people like you have to be put in and you have to stay in your place. Now you trying to fuck with my cat. Well, you know what? Anything that you try to do to my animals or my loved ones is going to happen to you and your. And then also another thing, I want to bring this up. Not that I'm attacking Michelle or anything, but I got to bring this up. It would be a fucking nightmare, literally a fucking nightmare, which is why sometimes when women be having these baby daddies, you got to be careful. You do. Now, Michelle threw you out, I think it was like 10 years ago, is when she put you out. And since then, you have consistently went out in the world and fucked up and tried to make other people suffer. I bet you Michelle got all kind of struggles because all of that affects her. You're not understanding that you are literally the worst father, the worst parent, the worst husband, the worst wife in the world. For you to purposely go out in the world and set your own family up for failure because who is going to suffer for your actions is your children. You literally are cursing your family right now in real time. It don't take 6 years, it don't take 10 years, it don't take 100 years. You are literally cursing your entire bloodline just by your actions every single day. And you don't give a fuck. You know why? Because that's what you came from, Bomb. That's where a lot of y'all came from. Shit is crazy. And do you have the ability, the wisdom, the intelligence, the intellect, the true understanding to do better? Apparently not. Apparently not. Also, another thing, everybody gang stalking me. Let me reiterate this to y'all. Anybody, anybody, and everybody that is gang stalking me is gonna perish. If you gang stalking me, you ain't got much time left on this fucking earth. Nobody, nobody, except for a corrupt person, would ever want a gang stalker to live. These are true facts. All right, that's pretty much it. Okay, the rest of you guys that I love you peeps. Bye. I'll see y'all later. Bye.